Hi everybody, this is Brian Koo with another Rise of Kingdoms video. And today we're going to talk about how you should play a DPS march in a rune battle. And so what does a DPS march mean? Well, DPS stands for damage per second, and it basically means that you do a lot of damage as your march or as your character. And it also implies, at least in the way we're going to use it, that you are not very defensive. So you do a lot of damage, but you also get killed easily. And that's what we mean by a DPS march. And so I'm going to try to demonstrate how to use a DPS march. And this here isn't a particularly big battle, so I'll do the best I can to talk about some of these principles. The main thing I want to emphasize is that because this is a rune battle, everyone is only controlling one march. And that means everyone's movement is very good. And as a DPS march, your movement also has to be very good. And you need to use your movement as a weapon, because you will get targeted. They will see your march and you will get targeted. I've got a Saladin in this march here. A Genghis or an Edward or a YSG will get targeted even more than a Saladin. But basically, as a DPS march in a rune battle where you have full control and easy control over your march, as soon as you get attacked, you should just run away. Sooner or later here, I'm going to see a red sword marker flashing in the bottom right corner of my screen. And that means I'm getting attacked. I'm actually going to pull back anyway here, just because I'm a little bit forward. But if you just pull back every single time you get attacked, A, you won't get hit very much, and B, you'll pull your enemy into your team. And you're going to be able to do this a lot because, again, people are going to pick to target you. See, look, I just got targeted, and I'm pulling back right away. Immediately I'm pulling back, and all these enemies are getting pulled with me. Now they stopped attacking me. But the idea is that you build a reputation as someone who runs away as soon as you get attacked. And the enemy does not want you to be doing that. You're doing what the enemy does not want. They want you to stand there and take hits because you're easy to kill. But you just keep running away when you get targeted. And eventually, you develop a reputation among your enemies, and they stop hitting you as much because they just know, oh, this person, when I attack him, he immediately tries to pull me out of position, and I don't enjoy that, so I'll just attack somebody else instead. And that's what you want to do as a DPS march. You don't want to get attacked. Now, here there's RL Hunter. Alex is in the back row. This is the other thing you want to do as a DPS march. This is kind of obvious. You want to just take people down in the back row. You can take them down very easily, and that's kind of your job, is to just get the easy kills or help with the easy kills and take them down very quickly. So this is really all it's about, is just staying in the back. And now look, I saw the flashing red arrow. I immediately moved back. It's really that simple. And people are still chasing me. Now they've stopped. I'm just kind of hanging out, waiting for a target. I'm going to hit this Richard just because he's out of position, and I'm fine being in the back row a bit. So they're pushing us pretty well in this battle. I mean, it's at least an even fight so far. We haven't really made progress. Probably try to either include another run in this video or do another video where it's more small scale. Um, but I think I've demonstrated the main point, which is that as soon as you see that red flashing swords that someone is hitting you, just pull away right away. There are some marches that should stay and stand and fight, but as a DPS march, you are not one of them. You see here that this really is a game, in a big battle like this, it really is a game of pulling people out of position. Oh, here's another Saladin. Let's kill myself. Now I bet I get attacked here very soon because I'm kind of near the front. But let's see how long I can stay here without getting attacked. Alright, I'm going to pull back. There's definitely some lag going on here in this fight. It's always nice when the person getting swarmed and getting terrible trades is laughing about it. This is a game. It's important to have a good time. Alright, so let's try things out with this Genghis Takeda March. Again, just trying to play like a true DPS march, which doesn't mean always playing super careful, but it just means playing in a style that does not have you getting hit by the enemy much at all. This rune battle is going quite well for us. It's not just that we've pushed them back, it's more just that our trades have been really good. I was actually out there with the Saladin for about 20 minutes, and I got some very good trades with him. Now, Genghis Takeda is not your typical DPS march because Takeda is quite tanky. This is how I like to build DPS marches. I don't like to build two DPS commanders into a march. I used to use Genghis and Cow quite a bit, or Zhao Zhao as he's called, and it was just so squishy. People targeted it all the time, and if they were able to get hits off, you would melt quite quickly. So I like using these mix of tanky and DPS, one of each. I think that's really the best of both worlds. And I just sort of mix my marches up, or mix my commanders up to where all the marches generally just have one tank and one damage dealer. Two tanks is also fine, but I just prefer to divide my tanks up since I also have plenty of damage dealers. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so the frame rate is better here. And let's just see how long I can stay out here with this Genghis. Staying near the front, but just running away as soon as I get hit. and really just want to hit whoever is close. Don't worry too much about targeting the right type of targets. Just hit who's close. Obviously, it's better to hit cav, it's better to hit archers, but this Genghis is going to get targeted so fast, and if you get pulled out of position, you can get punished pretty quick. So you see right there, somebody attacked me, and I walked away, and look how quickly they stopped fighting me. And now I can just go back in, and it's going to take a while before someone decides to target me again. And that is really what you want to do with a DPS march. You just run away as soon as you get attacked. Now we're a little spoiled in this kingdom just because we have so many people who fight well. It's sort of easy to stay in position because we have tanks that are pushing forward. And more importantly, we just are so good at pulling the enemy out of position. You really could just stand in the back the whole time and attack the people who get pulled out of position. That can totally work. Now you do see somebody attacking me right now. I'm going to stay a little bit longer. Actually, I'm going to see where they are. Okay, they're actually right here. I'm just going to stay and fight here, though. It's one person attacking me, and I'm pretty far back. Not a big deal. See, and actually, I guess that person attacking me, look how far out of position he got pulled. And I wasn't even trying to pull him. I had just finished killing whoever I was targeting before. So it's a pretty easy game. When things are going well in the fight for your team, it's a pretty easy game as a DPS. And now we're going to get back into the thick of it here. You really just want to target the people who are standing still. They're the easiest ones to hit. The ones that are standing still are the ones that are walking in the direction of your team. And you can see that I'm being pretty patient here. I'm not really finding any targets, but I'm just waiting. You don't need to rush into the battle as a DPS march. Oh, there's an Edward. That's perfect. I'm pretty far out of position here. It looks like I lagged out. Let's see how badly I get punished here. Probably this is going to be pretty bad. Actually, let me... let me see if I can juke these guys a little bit. Looks like I just lagged out there. Got dragged way farther than I wanted to. So I guess you saw the good and the bad of DPS play there. And you saw why you just need to be patient. And find opportunities where they present themselves.